Hi Aquarius, this is your weekly general reading for the 20th to the 26th of June. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. And everyone else, thank you for supporting me, sharing, subscribing, liking the videos and your comments. Thank you for being with me. I love you all. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have for you. Aquarius, what do we have in this season for you? Okay. Aquarius. Change. Okay, time for change. Aquarius, it is time that you make those changes in your life. Okay? Maybe a change of location, a change of job, a change of relationship, the change of the way you are. It's time for change. Okay? It's time to be somebody different from what you were. But we'll see what Tarot has to say. Let's see. Aquarius. Okay, I see. Again, a change. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, I see firstly in your present situation, there are some plans you had, okay? But all your plans were up in the air. They were futile. They had no base. So they did not yield any results. They were baseless. Futility. Okay, whatever you did was in vain. Not clear plans. I don't know what you were thinking, but you just did them. Maybe you got carried away, or maybe you got under the influence of people, or maybe that's how your mind told you to do. You felt it was the right thing, or your plans were right, they were correct, but they were all up in the air. They were baseless. So they did not yield any result. Okay? But what I see, the fact is, Aquarians, your lessons have completed. Okay? Whatever you were doing, it's time you complete them. Okay? It's time for completion. It is time you get over with it. Okay? Done. Old ways are done. Old things are done. What is an illusion is that was something you were passionate about. That was, you knew the truth. You know, it was like, the illusion is that you knew that you were wrong somewhere and you were right somewhere. That's still an illusion. You still haven't learned from your mistakes. You know, you still feel you were passionate about those things, that those people, those situations, you were passionate, you did it, you did nothing wrong. You know, this leopard with the dark spots is the darkness or the dark spots in our character. So you were like, okay, I had full control, full confidence. I was right. You were not. That's an illusion. Sometimes you have to accept. We are humans. We make mistakes. So it was a mistake. That's the reason the result was futility. Zero. Nothing. All up in the air. So nothing came as a concrete result. But you got to complete. The fact is, you got to complete it. You got to clean your own mess. You got to complete it. If you feel you did it out of passion and you would have achieved a lot, you wouldn't. Those plans were baseless. You wouldn't. So what you need to focus on is change. You need a change. A change in your perspective, a change in your career, a change in your focus. You need to change your focus. You've been focusing too much on certain things, certain places, and what you need to completely forget about is the things that you have to leave behind. Forget about them. You left them, you left them. They're gone now. That's your past. Okay? If you had to leave certain things, don't feel sad. Sometimes we do. We go into the self-pity. We are like, I did so much and yet nobody recognized. I did so much for this person. I did so much. I invested so much money in this business. I invested so much time in this work. I invested so much emotionally in this person. I was so passionate, but still they just don't seem to understand. They're gone. That is because, Aquarius, whom are you fooling? You're fooling yourself. They were not your passion. That work was not your passion. You were meant for something else. That career was not your passion. That person was not your passion. Your passion lies somewhere else. They were just karmic experiences. So forget about it. Whatever you had to leave behind, whatever losses you incurred, financially, emotionally, physically, whatever losses you incurred, accept it, forget about it. Because this is the time to change. And what you could work on is interference. Maybe you have a habit of interfering, or maybe there are people who interfere a lot in your life. What you're doing, where you're going, what you should be doing, or you do the same without your knowledge. Sometimes you think you are concerned, so you're doing it. Yeah, you see, what you need not focus on is the Princess of Cups, playfulness, emotions. Sometimes it can also mean it's the Page of Cups, right? So it's like apologizing. Maybe you're thinking about saying sorry to this person and getting back because you miss that control of yours on their life. You miss that because somewhere you feel whatever you did in their best interest. But Aquarius, doing something for somebody's best interest is a type of control. Let them learn from their mistakes. Let them learn from their life lessons. Let them go with the flow. They'll be hurt, they'll be down, they'll be up, they'll have their happy moments, they'll have the sad moments. You don't need to interfere with their life and set it in the right motion. Even if you know they're walking towards the end of the cliff and from there the road ends and they're going to jump, let them jump. You don't jump. Okay? So maybe that is what you need to change. So you need to work on your habit of interference. You need not know everything. You need not know the future. You need not worry about the past. You need not know about this person. You need not know about what is happening with that organization. You need not know what happened after you invested money. You need not know. Sometimes you need to let those things go to come out of these swords that surround you, that bondage, that mental blockage that you've created on yourself. So what you should be working on this week or working on yourself are those blockages, those interference. Maybe you feel there are certain things you want to do, but there are reasons which are like blockages. I want to do this, but the main issue is that I cannot do this because of A, B, C. Maybe you need to forget about those ABCs. Let them go. Cut those strings. Okay? Don't be a puppet of your mind. Let not your mind play with you. It's all up in your mind. Okay? You feel stuck in a situation or in a business or in a job or in a relation because it's got to do with your mind. Nobody has physically handcuffed you to that. Okay? So you can always change. That's the reason the theme of your reading has come as change. That's the reason what you need to focus on this week is about change. Where can you change? How can you change? What can you change? That is what you need to focus on. And if you can do that, you know what is coming towards you. The result is going to be moon, connection with your emotion, feeling connected to actually what you want, accepting the secrets inside you that are buried inside you, accepting them. Sometimes we know which leads to guilt, which leads to sorrow, which leads to loss. Sometimes we know that we have made a mistake, but it's our ego which does not let us accept that the complete mistake was ours. And we feel, no, we did it out of passion. We did it with the person's best interest in our mind. We did it and we left them also. It's okay. They can go their way. It's not okay. You're saying they can go their way, but do you really mean it? You still given a chance, you would like to know what is happening with them. Still given a chance, you would like to reach out to them. Still given a chance, if it's a company that you've left behind, if they call you back, you might even consider joining them back. If it's a relationship and somehow they reach to you, you won't mind going back to them, even if it's as friends. Why? Because you will feel that you have that control in their life. You can see what is happening in their life. Sometimes you need to just close your eyes, shut yourself from all that you need not see. This portion of the reading is something that is an illusion that you should not be seeing, feeling, doing, or putting your focus on. Okay? So, if it's a person, stop thinking about it. If it's a job, it's all gone. Gone. And they were not your passion. So if you have left behind something, it's okay. They were meant to be left. What you need to focus on is your change. Because whatever you're doing right now is futile. You're wasting your time, energy, money. They're not going to bring you any result. So you need to complete them. Okay? If it's something that you've started, get them to a closure. Just close them. Close them. Change yourself. Come out of your interference of your mind. Come out of what your mind is telling you, all the stories that your mind is telling you. Instead, rely on what your subconscious is telling you. What deep down, what is it that you feel? What is it that you feel, or what is it that you know? If there is something that you know, accept it. If there is something that you feel, you know about, because nobody knows you better than you. So if there are certain things, certain issues inside you, which you know, become aware of it. Accept it. And that is what this moon is going to be your outcome at the end of the week. So this is all about, yes, I've been wrong. Yes, these were not meant for me. I need to find my path. I need to walk my path. And now you're seeing things from a higher perspective. It's as if you're sitting on the moon and watching these two wolves down. And there you see there's a fish in the water too. There are crayfishes in the water. And there are lighthouses. So that lighthouse light, when it's on, it actually doesn't allow you to see things around you. It only shows you things where it is throwing light. But since the lighthouse lights are off and you're sitting up on the moon, so you have elevated yourself. And because you've elevated yourself, you see the problem now on a much deeper level. And you're going to come into that understanding by the end of this week. You will realize where you went wrong and where you should be changing. But it's definitely change time for you, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let me know what is happening with you in the comments below. And I'll see you tomorrow with your love readings. Until then, stay positive. Bye.